the protectors of the Wood Adventure Series. Episode number 200. The Big Decision. As the service closed, Sara whispered in Abby's ear.
Come to Tuck's office in 20 minutes. Important meeting.
Abby was thinking.
Oh my, it's already about that damned interview. If they don't like it and make it disappear, so much the better. I can see why Wendy wants me to be normal. It means low profile, almost invisible. That will do for me.
Abby thanked people right and left for their support and embraced everyone in sight. Then, as the group splintered into smaller discussions, she slipped out the door and made it to her cottage without an annoyance of any kind.
And look, there's Officer Harley at the front gate. They're serious about security today.
Abby lay on her bed and looked at the ceiling and fell asleep almost immediately. She began to dream.
My boat is zooming down the Half Moon River, flying on the flood like a roller coaster, up to the sky.
She sat up with a jerk.
Oh my God, I'm late. Here I go, in the front door of the church office. Janet is at her computer.
Hurry along, dear. They're all in Reverend Tuck's office.
Abby approached the office with dread.
I'm late, and this is all about me. All right, just kill the interview without making a big deal.
The door was a few inches open, and Abby peeked into the room.
Oh, there you are. Just in time. Please join us.
Sara, Freddy, Baez, the bishop, and Tuck were already seated around the long table. A small television screen was set up at the end of the table near the door.
You know Freddy Baez, don't you, Abby?
Her mind was a blank.
Hey, of course. We met after the concert at the coffee shop. Here, Abby, pull that chair next to me.
The bishop was the first to speak.
Let me thank you all by being here. I'm grateful and eager to get started. We must decide the future of Sara's recent interview with Abby. Since everything is political and controversial these days, and the interview was recorded on church grounds with a church employee, we have to face the fact that many will see Abby as speaking for the church. And since it is well known that I am spending time here, people will see her as speaking for me.
The bishop looked around the table. Abby was thinking.
Look at that. He's not angry. His eyes are shining like stars.
Now, of course, this interview is important to Freddy as a newspaper editor and to Sara as a friend and colleague of us all. And it's impossible to overestimate the pressure this interview could put on Reverend Tuck and the discussions and conflicts that could result. So we all have an interest in this video, positive or negative. I suggest we take a look at it and talk it over.
Everyone nodded.
Let me mention that I've taken the liberty of making small changes, such as Sara's voiceover during the opening view of the cottage, the elimination of a few silences and delays, and cleaning up the sound. But we have not edited out a single word of this video. We would like to publish it as is. Also, I should tell you that we plan to distribute it free to any newspaper that wants it, either in print or as a podcast or as a video for social media or television news. We will, however, aggressively attack any misquotations or attempts to change the meaning of what is said. Any questions or suggestions? I'm curious, do you have any misgivings either from commercial, ethical, or from any point of view at all? Yeah, I do foresee controversy, of course. But all change, all new ideas and visions bring controversy. If we avoid it, we might as well quit our careers in public service. Well, let's see it. I'm on pins and needles.
Sara clicked a handheld device, and the screen lit up with a view of the churchyard, overlaid with print in large blue letters, and as background music, an instrumental break from a Thunder Rolling Band song. The headline read, "The Evansville Record presents Sara Williams' interview with Abby Chapman." Tuck turned the lights off, and the camera zoomed into the interview scene. At the end, no one clapped or said a word. Tuck turned the lights on.
Well, don't be shy. We know Freddy's opinion. How about the rest of you?
I can't help but notice that when you point out the interview's importance to each of us, you do not include Abby. In the long run, it may mean more to her, positive or negative, than anyone else.
Abby was looking down at the table and finally raised her head.
I'm sorry to cause such trouble to all you busy people. I can see that in trying to keep other people out of trouble, I've put all of you to a great deal of trouble. I won't mind at all if we just park the video on the shelf somewhere and let it be.
I appreciate that. But for the sake of argument, let's assume that it's not a bit of trouble to any of us. What would you personally like to do? Sara is right. You are the key person in this discussion. You'll be provoking the hostility of people, perhaps thousands of people, who won't like what you have to say. That will be rough. None of us can choose that burden for you.
But I need the guidance of all of you. I'm not experienced in church politics, theology, social media, or the clash of ideologies in the wide world. I ask all of you, will it do good or harm to adopt Freddy's plans? I think I deserve an answer.
One more river to cross. I was a young man on my own, no one to light my way. I could hear the wind blowing as the water roared. Crazy hearts in a broken world is bound for trouble, I say. Hear the wind blowing and hear the water roar. Will it ever be the break of day? They say all these rivers are flowing. Don't be afraid, you must know where you're going. In the night like a shooting star, we must travel far. All these rivers are flowing. Don't be afraid, you must know where you're going. In the night like a shooting star, we must travel far. We must travel far. Oh, we must travel far. Yeah. young girl on her own, no one to light her way. She could hear the wind blowing as the water roared. Will it ever be the break of day? They say all these rivers are flowing. Don't be afraid, girl, just go where you're going. In the night like a shooting star, we must travel far. Come on, y'all. All rivers, all rivers, all rivers. All the rivers, 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 all these rivers, oh yeah, all the rivers, all the rivers, Lord have mercy, yeah. Sometimes I get tired, I do. Stroking, stroking, stroking all the rivers one more time. All the rivers, all the rivers, all the rivers, all these rivers, all these rivers. Get, 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 get. All the rivers, all the rivers.
The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, Abby and Wendy. A story about a group of teenagers who unite to save the forest and the secrets of Hidden Valley. In despair and with her plans in ruins, Abby flees through the forest to the hidden house of her godmother, Wendy. Wendy helps Abby see different points of view and initiates her into the secrets of the underground world. She accepts her mission and joins a global movement to ban fossil fuels.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.